What if I told you that everything you've been taught about cardio and fat loss is wrong? Yep, you heard that right. For years, we've been told that cardio is the ultimate fat-burning weapon, the one thing standing between you and your dream body. But here's the kicker, it's not. In fact, relying solely on cardio might actually be slowing you down. Shocking, right? The truth is, there's a much smarter, faster, and more sustainable way to lose fat, and it doesn't involve running yourself into the ground on a treadmill. Let's be real. How many times have you forced yourself through grueling cardio sessions only to feel exhausted, frustrated, and stuck at the same weight? It's not your fault you've been following outdated advice. The good news? There's a better way. A way that doesn't leave you drained or dreading your workouts. A way that actually works. Curious? Stick around, because we're about to flip the script on everything you thought you knew about cardio and fat loss. By the end of this, you'll understand why cardio isn't the magic solution you've been led to believe. And you'll discover the real secret to losing fat faster without sacrificing your energy, your time, or your sanity. Ready to take your results to the next level? Let's dive in. For years, the idea that cardio is the holy grail of fat loss has been drilled into our heads. You've probably heard it too. If you want to shed those extra pounds, hit the treadmill. It's almost as if cardio has been crowned the king of weight loss. But here's the thing, this belief isn't as bulletproof as it seems. Many people spend hours sweating on cardio machines, convinced it's the only way to burn fat, only to feel frustrated when the results don't match their effort. Could it be that we've been looking at this all wrong? Think about it. How often do you see someone jogging endlessly in the park or on a treadmill, only to complain later that they're not losing weight? It's not their fault. They're just following the advice that's been passed down for decades. Cardio has been marketed as the ultimate fat-burning solution. But what if I told you that it's not the only or even the best way to achieve your goals? This isn't to say cardio doesn't work, but there's more to the story than meets the eye. The truth is, fat loss isn't about punishing yourself with endless cardio sessions. It's about creating a caloric deficit, and cardio is just one tool in a much larger toolbox. Yet many people treat it like the only tool, ignoring other, often more effective methods. So, why has cardio been placed on such a high pedestal? And more importantly, is it really the key to sustainable fat loss? Let's dive deeper into the routines most people follow and uncover what's really going on. Topic 2. Common cardio routines in weight loss programs. When most people decide it's time to lose fat, they often jump straight into intense cardio routines. It's like an unspoken rule. Cut carbs, ditch junk food, and start running. Morning runs, for example, are a popular choice. They sound great in theory, wake up early, burn calories, and kickstart your day. But let's be honest, how many people can keep up with that long term? Life gets in the way, fatigue sets in, and suddenly, that morning run feels more like a chore than a solution. Another common approach is tacking cardio onto the end of weight training sessions. You've probably seen it at the gym. Someone finishes a tough strength workout and then drags themselves to the treadmill for another 30 minutes. The problem? This can interfere with muscle recovery and preservation. Instead of maximizing the benefits of weight training, they're burning themselves out, which could lead to losing muscle mass along with fat. And let's not forget how draining this can be, both physically and mentally. Then there are the infamous cardio machines, ellipticals, stair climbers, and stationary bikes. People spend hours on these, hoping to burn off that extra slice of pizza or create a caloric deficit. But here's the kicker. These sessions often feel like a hamster wheel, with little to show for the effort. Sure, you're burning calories, but is it the most efficient or sustainable way to do it? These routines might work for some, but for many, they lead to burnout and frustration. So, if cardio isn't the magic bullet, what's the alternative? Here's the hard truth. Cardio is not the end-all be-all for fat loss. While it's often treated like a non-negotiable rule, the reality is much simpler. Fat loss boils down to one thing: a caloric deficit. Whether you achieve that by running miles on a treadmill, adjusting your diet, or simply moving more throughout the day, the result is the same. Cardio is just one tool in the toolbox, not the entire toolkit. And the best part? You don't have to suffer through endless cardio sessions to see results. Think about this. What if you could lose fat without spending hours on a treadmill? Imagine swapping those grueling cardio sessions for small, consistent changes in your daily routine, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or walking to the store instead of driving. These simple adjustments can increase your overall activity without feeling like a punishment. This is where the magic of non-exercise activity, thermogenesis NEAT, comes in, burning calories through everyday movements rather than formal cardio. The key takeaway here is that cardio is optional, not mandatory. If you enjoy it, great. But if you dread it, there are plenty of other ways to achieve your goals. The focus should always be on sustainability, finding a method that fits your lifestyle and doesn't feel like torture. So, if cardio isn't the only way to create a caloric deficit, what role does it actually play in the bigger picture? Cardio can be a helpful tool for creating a caloric deficit. But let's not overhype ITIs, not some magical fat-burning hack. Sure, it burns calories, but so do plenty of other activities. The real secret lies in balancing your approach. For instance, instead of relying solely on cardio, you could focus on adjusting your diet. Cutting back on high-calorie foods or portion sizes can often create the same deficit without the need for hours on a treadmill. It's about working smarter, not harder. Now, let's talk alternatives. Increasing your daily activity through simple habits can be just as effective as formal cardio. Think about it: walking your dog, doing housework, or even pacing while on a phone call. All of these contribute to your overall calorie burn. Tools like step trackers can help you stay on top of your movement, making it easier to hit daily goals without feeling overwhelmed. These small changes might not seem like much, but they add up over time and can be a game changer for fat loss. The beauty of this approach is that it's sustainable. You're not forcing yourself into a rigid cardio routine that you'll eventually dread. Instead, you're building an active lifestyle that feels natural and achievable. Cardio can still play a role if you enjoy it, but it doesn't have to be the centerpiece of your fat loss strategy. That said, what happens when cardio is overdone? When cardio is taken to the extreme, it can do more harm than good. One of the biggest issues is sustainability. Let's face it, how long can someone realistically keep up with intense daily cardio sessions? The answer is not very long. Over time, this approach leads to burnout, both physically and mentally. It's like running a marathon. Every day you might start strong, but eventually, fatigue catches up and your body begins to resist. This is where many people give up, frustrated by the lack of long-term results. Another downside of excessive cardio is how it affects your body's natural energy balance. When you push too hard, your body adapts by conserving energy elsewhere. This means your non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, neat things like fidgeting, walking, or even standing can decrease without you even realizing it. Essentially, your body tries to save calories, which can cancel out the extra effort you're putting into cardio. It's a sneaky way your body protects itself, but it can be incredibly frustrating when you're trying to lose fat. And let's not forget how cardio overload can interfere with weight training. If your goal is to preserve muscle mass while losing fat, excessive cardio can be a real problem. It drains your energy, making it harder to perform well in strength workouts. Over time, this can lead to muscle loss, which is the opposite of what most people want. So, if too much cardio isn't the answer, when and how should it be used? Let's explore the situations where cardio can actually be helpful. Cardio can be a valuable tool, but only when used strategically. For people with sedentary jobs, like sitting at a desk all day, can help fill the gap left by a lack of movement. If your daily activity levels are low, adding some cardio can be a great way to boost your calorie burn and improve your overall health. Even something as simple as a 20-minute walk during your lunch break or a quick session on a stationary bike can make a difference without feeling overwhelming. Another situation where cardio shines is when someone struggles to hit their daily step goals. Let's say your step tracker shows you're only averaging 3,000 steps a day, far below the recommended 10,000. In this case, incorporating light cardio, like a morning jog or a session on a cardio machine, can help bridge the gap. The key is to use it as a supplement to your overall activity, not as the sole focus of your fat loss strategy. It's about balance, not extremes. Using tracking tools like pedometers or fitness apps can also make cardio more effective. These tools give you a clear picture of your activity levels, helping you stay consistent without overdoing it. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself, but to find a rhythm that fits into your lifestyle. So, how do you make sure you're staying active without relying too heavily on cardio? Let's talk about the power of step tracking and how it can transform your approach. Step tracking is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to stay active and support fat loss. Unlike formal cardio, which can feel like a chore, tracking your steps turns daily movement into a game. Imagine setting a goal of 10,000 steps a day and watching the numbers climb as you go about your routine, walking the dog, running errands, or even pacing while on a call. It's a low-pressure way to stay consistent, and the best part? It doesn't feel like exercise in the traditional sense. The beauty of step tracking lies in its sustainability. Aiming for 10,000 to 15,000 steps per day is often referred to as the golden zone for activity. It's enough to boost your calorie burn and improve your health without overloading your body. Plus, it's flexibly you can spread those steps throughout the day. Whether it's a quick walk in the morning, a stroll after dinner, or simply parking farther away from the store. This approach makes staying active feel natural and achievable. Step tracking also has psychological benefits. Watching your progress in real time can be incredibly motivating, especially on days when you feel less inclined to move. It's a reminder that every step counts, literally. And unlike intense cardio sessions, which can leave you drained, hitting your step goals leaves you feeling accomplished and energized. So, how does this fit into a broader fat loss strategy? When it comes to fat loss, the first step is always diet. No amount of cardio can outwork a poor diet, so controlling your calorie intake is crucial. Start by tracking what you eat. Apps like MyFitnessPal or even a simple food journal can help. Focus on whole nutrient-dense foods like lean proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats. And here's a tip. Avoid the "I'll burn it off later" mindset. Eating a donut and then trying to erase it with cardio is a losing game. It's much easier to control calories at the source. Next, prioritize moderate and sustainable physical activity. Instead of forcing yourself into grueling cardio sessions, aim to stay active throughout the day. Walking is one of the most underrated tools for fat loss. It's low-impact, easy to stick with, and doesn't interfere with recovery from weight training. For example, a 30-minute walk after dinner not only helps with digestion, but also contributes to your daily calorie burn. Pair this with an active lifestyle, and you're already ahead of the game. Finally, use cardio only if it fits your preferences and schedule. If you enjoy a morning run or a session on the elliptical, go for it, but don't feel pressured to include formal cardio if it doesn't align with your goals or lifestyle. The key is finding what works for you and sticking to it. Fat loss isn't about punishing yourself. It's about creating habits you can maintain. So, how do we tie all of this together into a sustainable plan? Cardio isn't the magic key to fat loss. It's just one piece of the puzzle. The myth that you must do cardio to lose fat has been debunked. What truly matters is creating a sustainable caloric deficit, and that can be achieved through a combination of diet, daily movement, and, if you enjoy it, cardio. The real secret lies in consistency and finding a routine that doesn't feel like a punishment. When you focus on sustainability, fat loss becomes less of a struggle and more of a lifestyle. Think about it. What small changes can you make today to move closer to your goals? Could you start tracking your steps or swap out that sugary snack for a healthier option? The power is in your hands, and the best part is that you don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Small, consistent actions lead to big results. So, why not start now? Take a walk, plan your meals, or set a realistic step goal for the week. You'll be amazed at how these little habits add up. If you're ready to take control of your fitness journey, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on tips that can transform your life. And hey, let's keep the conversation going. What's one thing you're going to change today? Drop it in the comments below. Together, we'll make this journey not just effective, but enjoyable. Let's do this.